So, first up, base game. Got my handy dandy little tiny knife. So this is RuneScape Kingdoms, Shadow of Elvarg. So you can see there's the front. We've got the side there. Obviously, Jagex and Steamforged Games collaborated on this. So you can see kind of here the stuff that they're talking about. RuneScape Kingdoms. Got all of the minis so far. Game context, 14 miniatures, 5 starting adventures, 5 level up adventures, 4 bosses, 1 game board, 4 campaign boards, 1 mini boss board, 4 dice, 20 character sheets, 466 tokens, 356 cards, and 1 rule book. I ain't gonna read all of that, but if you want, you should be able to pause it and potentially be able to read that there. If you want to zoom in, potentially. And maybe I'll read it while I'm doing the unboxing here, just so that way there's a little bit going on. But without any further ado, we'll be super careful. We'll just go ahead and get it started, and then we will break the seal. Get all the shiny packaging off. So it's probably a little bit easier to read now. Just ignore the tape on the tables from a mark. I'm trying to understand exactly where center is based on my current setup, so we're learning. And so yeah, there we go. We'll flip it over and then we'll dive right in. This is the beginning of RuneScape Kingdoms. Made by Steamforged Games in collaboration with Jagex. The dog's gonna make an appearance. Hi, old man Andy. So then, yeah, looks like we got just the initial kind of cover art here. The rule book is what we have there. Then we get into, I believe these are the character sheets. Yep. So you got a bunch of those. They're bound here on the side, but you got your character sheets, which shows your experience, the abilities. So melee, ranged, magic, defense, thieving, gathering, crafting, cooking. Then you have, name, skill, turn references, wounds, death tally, cape objective, side quest objectives, resources, and GP. So we've got that. And then after that, then you start getting into some board pieces and some objective boards. So talks about Demon Slayer, Dragon Slayer, Flame Slayer, Vampire Slayer. So you get into that. And then let's see what we got here. So these are some of the tokens. These are all cardboard tokens as well as the board on the back. So you can kind of see that. We'll open that here in a second. And then, this is kind of nice. You have a cover for the cards, the minis, the dice. So this will take me a while to get through, but you can see we have some of the cards here. So these are for the vault. These are for whatever region that is. And we'll go into these further. But then you got this one. Some extra little packaging here. More vault cards. That region. And then that. So the minis are not painted. but they do look pretty good. So this is a dragon. So you can kind of see the detail on this. It's actually pretty good. It's really not bad at all. And they're all kind of like that. I'll get that one back in there. I'll do one of these smaller ones. Sorry, the focusing distance is not exactly close, but you can kind of see pretty good little detail on those. And then, of course, we've got dice. So, nothing fancy. Just straight up dice there. And then they gave us some extra bags to work with. So that's kind of where we're at. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to open up this. The packaging is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I'm fairly happy with it. This is the base game. So with the Kickstarter, all of these things, outside of maybe the bank and, outside of maybe the bank, and then this board here should have some upgraded stuff here in the deluxe, which we'll get to. So I'm not going to undo all of these for now. I'm just going to set those aside. But fairly impressed with the packaging thus far. And so let's see. I'm going to put these back in here. So I'll put these down first. Put that there. Yeah, like that. All right. All right, so now we're going to do box number 2, the Deluxe Expansion. So basically, some of the stuff in there, we have things in here. Specifically, neoprene game mat, double-sided neoprene boss battlegrounds, the limited edition dice set, wooden tokens, metal coins, and some other stuff. So that's what we're looking at there. So we'll get out the tiny knife and we will open her up. Be real easy about it. Put this in the trash here quick. All right. The Deluxe Expansion. Come on there, game. There's some good suction on this one. We're getting it though. There we go. All right. So yeah, neoprene here. This is obviously the neoprene map. So we'll slide this just so that way we can see these here. We got the map there, the boss boards, so we got all those. Or I guess these are for the expansions then, maybe? Yeah, maybe those are for the expansions. Now that I'm looking at it, there's 3 of those. That probably would make sense. So maybe those are the expansions, because here's the actual neoprene map. And then in here, you've got special edition dice, the metal coins. Let's see if I can open up this quick. Boy, the tape location is primo on this. You can kind of hear already. It is true metal. So you got metal coins, which is cool. I always like more premium stuff. Hi, Bruno. Another dog cameo. Gotta get them lined back up here. There we go. So we can roll that up. And then you've got all of the wooden tokens. So you got some iron there, some of the cherries, the fruit, leaves, and these are all wooden. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the deluxe. I'm going to have to figure out if I can put this in here. I'll work on that in a second, but in theory, I guess maybe I guess I don't know for sure if I could do that, but I might just leave this in here because it is pretty well form fitted to the box. So I'll probably just leave all of that in there. And then everything, the mats and everything like that can go in here, and we'll just leave that one alone, potentially. So yeah, that is the Deluxe Expansion with all of the neoprene and upgraded tidbits for the base game. Alright, next thing here we're going to do is the Kalphite Queen expansion. So this is one of the technically 4 expansions, but really one of the 3 kind of base ones here. So this is the Infestation of Doubt. So with this, just get some additional miniatures, some extra cards and whatnot, and, obviously a board to go along with it, because it is a expansion of the world technically. So 10F. And we will open this up. Let's see what we got. Per usual, throw our trash away, and I'll eventually need to go through all this and throw everything away, but alright. So with that, obviously, expansion rules. We have the expansion board here. Got some additional pieces, as well as the boss board. And then on the very bottom down in here, I'll go ahead and take that off. We have the additional mini for the boss, as well as whatever that is. And then obviously more cards. So that's everything that's included in the Kalphite Queen. Here's what that mini looks like. We'll try to focus in on it here a little bit. Ooh, ooh. So you can kind of see it is pretty intricate. Looks pretty nice. even, you know, the very minor stuff on the legs. They did a pretty good job in modeling and printing these. So, all right. So that is Kalphite Queen. So I'll get this put back in there very carefully. And then we will move on to the next one. Next one. All right, so the next one here, it's going to be the King Black Dragon expansion, A Cat's Tale of Triple Trouble. Hydra. More or less. And actually, I don't think it's necessarily a Hydra, but it's, you know, three-headed dog. In this case, three-headed dragon. So same thing here, a couple of minis, some new kind of tokens, and then boss board, game board, those type of things for this expansion. So we'll get this opened up here, hopefully without too much trouble. Perfect. So very similar thing here to the last one. You have your rule set sheet, your game board, boss board, so what's that? That is what that looks like. Some additional kind of tokens, as well as the board on that. And then, exactly like the last one, you have a mini that looks like needs to be put together. So you have a couple of separate wings here, and then you have the base. Yeah, so you'll end up putting those things together. See if I can do it here quick for us. Should only be one way that these go. And sorry, kind of struggling with this other one here. Oh, let's see. Yeah, that's probably about right. I'll have to push it in there a little bit further, I think, but essentially that's what that is going to eventually look like, is essentially like that. So I'll have to play around with those to make sure I get them in the right spots, so to speak. But I think we had it right. It'll just take a little bit of maneuvering. And they're not necessarily super perfect fits, but yeah, that will be about the gist of it there. Then we have cat on the stump, and then obviously same thing here. We've got more sets of cards. So lots of expansions, lots of additional pieces. But overall, loving the quality so far. It's really looking real good. Everything's been nice, tidy, clean, out of the box and whatnot. So Everything's looking real good. All right, we'll pack that one up. Record. Hopefully it's not too dark. I don't think so. I think we're fine. All right, cool. So, 2 more boxes left here. First one here is the TzKal-Zuk expansion. I butchered that, I'm sorry, but that's that. So very similar unboxing, I would assume here. 1 or 2 minis, some cards. I suspect we're gonna see near identical things in this one. So, yep, more campaign rulebooks, the campaign board, the extra campaign pieces here. That was in there very tightly. And then, yeah, we've got the extra minis here. So we got this one. And then we've got the main mini here as well. And then the additional sets of cards. So, Wise Old Man and spells. All right. So that's where we're at with that one. Pretty much the same as the rest. And then we've got the very last one here, which is the Culinaromancer expansion, Recipe for Calamity. So the Culinary Necromancer. All right, tiny knife. Open this bad boy up. All right, same thing. So we got the rule book. We've got the extra board. So this one here even shows the name of the expansion. So that's kind of cool. And then we have our couple of pieces below that. So then we've got vault cards, everything related to the Culinaromancer. And then we've got the couple of minis that come with it here. All right, and that's it as far as the unboxings go. So the next thing will be to show you everything kind of out and about. So what I'll end up doing is I will end up getting the base game and the deluxe expansion stuff put together if possible, and then we will start adding in our expansions. And not necessarily in any particular order, but we'll work through all of that. We'll get everything out. We'll do some photos and some close-ups, and we'll show everything that comes with it kind of out and about. All right, cool. So this is the initial unboxing. Thank you very much, and we'll get the next set of videos up here hopefully sometime in the following few days. Thank you.